We said the primary succession is the establishment and development of an ecosystem in an area that was previously uninhabited. So, the first organisms that live in a previously uninhabited area are called perennial species, and typical examples are the lichens and the mosses, which can break down solid rocks into small pieces. Okay? And the process of primary succession is illustrated here in this one. Can you see that it was per rock? So the perennial species started life here. Then after breaking the rocks to smaller pieces and soil is formed, plants can grow up and it become a habitat for other animals and change like the island of Hawaii. And here are the steps. First, bare rock is exposed by retreating glacier or created in lava. يعني sometimes مش اللافا show the rocks. لا، بيكون أحيانا في عندي مناطق فيها glacier. glacier اللي هو الثلج اللي بيكون كتل ثلجية كبيرة. Sometimes when the glacier melts, the rock under the glacier will be a suitable area for these lichens and moss to start life. أو volcanoes when the lava of the volcano is cool. بعدين عندي wind will rain and ice begin to break down the surface of the rock وبتعمل عندي cracks, okay, and they will be broken down to smaller pieces. Then lichen and moss spores are blown by wind. As they grow, they break up the rock further. When they die, their remains mix with the rock pieces to form a thin layer of soil. High soil, it's suitable for the plants to seeds of the plants to start life. Over time, seeds are blown into the area or are dropped by birds. Small flowers, hardy shrubs grow from these seeds, and these new plants provide habitat for small animals. Okay, وبعدين then the soil continues to grow thicker and thicker. Small trees take root, and different animals move into the area, and they provide shade. هذول. طيب, the secondary succession started by remaining species, like as we said in a forest where fire caused killing of most of the living things. But في عندي remain species, في some plants, في عندي soil is there also. So it doesn't always begin from bare rock. After more often a disturbance such as fire or hurricane maybe, okay, destroy and establish community, then okay it's re-established. يعني أنا عندي secondary succession عندي re-establishment. هي أصلا كانت فيها living things but it was damaged and re-established again. بالprimary لا, establishment from the beginning, creating. Okay. تمام. There is no end to secondary succession لأنه لو أنا صار عندي أي small disturbance زي أنا عندي an area في one of the trees fall down. طيب when this fall down this will start again and again and start a new life لأنه حيكون في عندي new living things will live on this tree and the secondary succession will be repeated and repeated again and again. And this will change the surface of the ecosystem. Let's answer this question. Analyze, why does secondary succession take less time than primary succession? Who would like to answer? Raise your hand. Yes, Tasneem.
Secondary succession, the reason why it's faster or it takes less time than primary is that because primary starts from all over from the beginning, like no soil, nothing. But secondary, there's still soil, maybe some plants, and it can grow faster.
Some species, yes, excellent. Thank you, Tasneem. Let's go to question number 2. Where might succession occur in the ocean? What do you think? هذا on the land, but in the ocean, where succession might occur? What do you think? Yes, Tasneem.
Sorry, I forgot I have my hand up. I'm still thinking.
Okay, and the coral reef. You know the coral reef, the Murjan. It may start there. Yeah. So, thank you for your answer. طيب, let's see these. This is the formative assessment, the questions in the book. Let's answer them. How is primary succession different from secondary? هذا homework. Please do this homework. How is primary succession different from secondary succession? Why are pioneer species so important to primary succession? I want runs. ليش ال pioneer species زي اللايكنز والموس يا runs are important for primary succession? Runs?
Why? Is it question
yes,
1 or question 2, Miss? My internet
question
connection.
2. Question 2, please. Yeah.
Okay. Why are binary species?
Pioneer species, yeah.
They begin the process of breaking down the rock into soil.
برافو عليكي. أعطيني example على pioneer species يا رند. Give me example, please.
Like plants or animals.
لا, pioneer هم ال living things that start life. مين اللي ببلش starting life؟ هلا البلانت والانيمالز، بدهم plants. والplants need soil. أنا عندي in the volcanoes after the lava cools عندي rocks. صح؟ ما عندي لسه soil. البايونير هم living things that can start life on bare rock. مين هم؟
I don't know, البكتيريا مثلا؟
لا, I show you the picture. هيهم. They are called lichens and moss. هيهم.
Okay.
These are هيهم. They can start life on bare rock. هذول البايونير species they can start by يعني هلا الwind blow the spores. هذول كيف بيكونوا عبارة مش seeds, spores. They blow the wind blow the spores, and when the spores find suitable areas زي rock, okay, pieces of rock, it can grow on it. هلا هذول إشي حي, organic يعني organic matter. So when they die هذول it will become part of the soil. الsoil تعمل يعني it will be suitable for some plants to grow on. Zero plants can grow in this area, some types of plants. Okay? إذن هدول البايونير to start the life. إذا ما في pioneer start cannot يعني plant and animals cannot live without soil. صح ولا لا يا رند؟ Right?
Yes, right.
So primary succession begins with bare rock worn down and colonized by pioneer species. لازم يكون عندي كيف ببلش؟ في bare rock without soil يعني bare rock يعني rock without soil. And هدول البايونير species اللي هم اللايكنز والموس will colonize, live there, okay? Then, sorry هذا. Okay, can break down. They will break down the rock into smaller pieces, and when they die, their remains mixed with tiny pieces of rock to form a thin layer of soil. Okay, do you understand? And that they change the ecosystem in ways that enable support of more diverse species. So let's see question 3. Who would like to answer question 3? Infer, does the process of primary succession take longer in tropical or Arctic areas? التروبيكال اللي هي زي tropical forest فيها rain وفيها high temperature, والاركتيك اللي بيكون فيها الجليشير. شو رايكم وين بيكون اسرع؟ Which one take longer time to happen? What do you think? In the Arctic or in a tropical? تسنيم.
I was gonna probably say the Arctic, but since I don't think there's no plants or anything like that in the Arctic, I think the tropical takes longer.
The tropical لا. You know why? لأن the tropical يا تسنيم you have a rain. Tropical area means it's rainy. And the rain is a weathering factor. يعني it causes the rocks to be broken down faster.
Right.
But in the Arctic area where the glacier takes longer time to move after melting, and sometimes the glacier doesn't melt. If it melts, it will move, slide a little bit and show the bare rock. So primary succession takes longer in Arctic area where it's more glacier and snow because rock is covered with the snow part of the year, The growing season is shorter. أما بالtropical area يكون عندي higher temperature، يكون في عندي more rain، فالبير روك exposed more to withering factors or withering agents. Okay؟ تمام؟ And so كمان the temperature in the Arctic is very cold. Okay? So, you understand this? Any question about this, guys? Then predict. During succession, what might become the limiting factor for sun-loving mosses as taller plants begin to grow? Yes, Dala.
Sunlight.
Okay, bravo عليكي. Predict during succession what might become the limiting factor for sun-loving mosses as taller plants begin to grow. يعني what will hide the sunlight? Yes, Tasneem.
Since it's saying the taller plants, maybe the taller plants will
Yes.
like block the sun from the other plants that need sunlight, so that's probably the limiting factor.
Bravo. Yes, excellent. Thank you both of you. Thank you very much. It was the amount of sunlight that reaches them. So we'll stop here today, guys. I wish that you study this from the book and do your homework. I want to see the homework written, please, and send it. Okay, take care. I took the attendance. You can leave. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.